Hello, and welcome to the Lesbian Lounge, a podcast for the girls who like girls. I'm your host and your resident lesbian big sister, Juliet Taylor, and I'm here to answer your guys' questions, give advice on your dilemmas, and of course, chat about your wildest lesbian dating stories. So grab a drink, get comfy, and welcome into the Lesbian Lounge. Guys, I think we have possibly one of the coolest guests ever today. We've only managed to get the housekeeper from I Kissed a Girl Series 2, Flavia. Welcome to the Lesbian Lounge.
Hi, thank you for having me, actually. Thank you.
Of course, you are in hot demand, I fear. All the lesbians have gone a bit feral for you. So we appreciate you taking the time to come and
Oh,
sit
that's
down with
okay.
us
No,
today.
well, that's okay. Thank you so well. Thank you for asking me, to be honest. I think that's going to be an interesting chat and a fun one.
So let's just jump straight into I Kissed a Girl. How did it come about? Did they reach out to you? Did you apply to be the housekeeper? How does that work?
No, I mean, to be the housekeeper, I don't think you really apply. They have to find you, and that's what really happened. They found me on Instagram, and I was like, yeah, why not? I think that's cool because the good thing about I feel like for them was very handy the fact that I lived in London
Mhm.
and I'm Italian full on, even though I'm trying very hard to push this British accent, but sometimes I can't really help it. Um, but yeah, so I think it was handy for them, and they reached out to me on Instagram, and I was like, I mean, sounds interesting, and I went for a few meetings, and then they were like, okay, let's go to Italy
You
now. I
got
was
the
like,
job.
okay, let's
Let's
do it.
go.
Yeah, I was like, let's do it. Yes, let's
Nice.
do it.
Had you watched series one? So did you know what you were getting into, or was it just a
Uh,
completely new world?
no, yeah, really, I watched all this season one, and I was a big fan of it, to be honest. Like, I'm a big fan of all of them still now. By the way, I knew Sara because, of course, Sara is a big influencer in Italy as well, a big lesbian influencer. So I knew her. Um, but yeah, I mean, like, I knew what I mean, what was the deal? What was the deal with it? And yeah, I think it was exciting to be such a part of such a big project. In particular, I feel more privileged now that the show got axed.
Mhm.
So it's I feel like it's very important, and I feel privileged and very happy to be that I was part of it.
Yeah, I love that. Did you think, like, if you think back to Flavia watching series one of I Kissed a Girl, did you ever think that you would be the housekeeper of the Masseria for series two? Did that thought ever cross your mind?
No, I mean, not really. Not really, to be honest, not really. I feel like it's such a surreal thing because I mean, I never worked in TV before, never. So I never thought myself putting, you know, on a screen. So it definitely was. Never thought about that. No, completely.
It's crazy, isn't it? If you think like 2 years ago, you would never have seen yourself here, and now 2 years later, here we are, the
Yeah,
housekeeper
literally.
of the
Literally, I didn't
Masseria.
didn't know. I didn't know, but not literally. It was crazy. It was crazy. But I would say this: it was a very big fun doing it. It was
Yeah.
a really, really big fun doing it. I
Mhm.
vouch for all the people that were working in production, because they had an amazing crew. I mean, they were still friends, and they were still in contact. They were still hang out. They're amazing people. Um, and they were amazing. I had such a I had so fun. I had so fun. That 3 weeks where I'm enjoying. I did enjoy it very much.
I can
Yeah.
imagine. And let's just talk about that very first time you walked into the Masseria. Because I think even for us viewers at home, we saw you walk out and everyone's like, oh my God, there's a new girl coming in. Did the girls kind of all start thinking, oh my God, we've got a new girl, like eyeing you up? And then you're like, oh, sorry, like, I'm not here to stay.
I
I'm just
think
here to set some bubbles.
I think at the beginning they hoped that I was gonna I don't know I was just gonna join. I don't know. Like I feel like at the beginning they were like, oh my god, is she a new bombshell? No, girl, I'm just a housekeeper. No, I'm
I'm
sorry.
just a housekeeper.
Just a housekeeper, I'm just a housekeeper. But it was very fun though. Like they were lovely. Of course there have scenes that that no on screen, but like we actually got to chat so much and actually giggle and then a few jokes. So it was a fun one even with them. Yes.
I bet. So, what did a typical day look like for you? Obviously, from what we've seen, you're not going to the Masseria every single day. So, did you have a lot of
No, I was
downtime when
actually.
you were?
I
Okay.
was because they needed to take some takes of me just walking on the Masseria, or me just like going around the pool or around the lounge, fixing these pillows. I've done that thing so many times because of you will see on screen like it's me just fixing this pillow, and then
Yeah.
just be mad at these girls because they just leave stuff around. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, well, actually, it was there every day. So basically, how was working, how it worked. They will I was in a hotel by the Masseria, and then eventually they will pick me up, and they'll be like, we have to. They will tell me like, you will have to be on set by this time to this time, and yes, but it was super lovely because basically they will pick me up or go on set. I had my changing room, like I had all my old changing room to chill as well with the AC. That AC
Nice.
was a bless. That was blessed. I love the AC because it was very hot at the time. And yeah, like it was. And then of course, like they will come to me. They will tell me, the producers will come to me. They will tell me what, oh, this is taken. We have to do. We have to say. We have to trying to say these kind of things are down on this line. So like we have to, or Danny wants the girls to be in a certain moment, in a certain point, and I don't know, in front of the Masseria, there is a game happening or something like that. So you have to say these things, and yeah, but I literally was at almost every day, like literally. But it was fun though, and I had my changing room and everything, so I never like I was chilling, to be honest with you.
You were happy with your AC to keep you cool.
Oh no, literally, I had a little garden as well. So like literally, and when I wanted to just have a vape, I would just go out, have a vape, and then coming back in, watch Netflix, or like just do my thing. I was literally chilling sometimes, and then some of the crews coming to me, they just have a little giggle or a little chit chat, and yeah, pretty much it was a positive experience. Yeah.
Good. I mean, aside from fluffing pillows, it sounds like you were kind of living the life of luxury, right? You've got your own changing room, you've got your AC, your hotel room, pop and fluff some pillows, keep the girls in check. I don't think that
Yeah,
sounds too bad a shift.
yeah, it was surreal. It was surreal. Yeah, it was surreal. Like it was a bit. Yeah, like I definitely. I think I lived a different life than what I'm living right now. Those 3 weeks, yes, definitely. But very grateful for it. Like literally. But yeah, pretty much. It was very fun though. Like it was really fun.
So, how did your friends and family react when, you first stepped out onto the screen? Did anyone know that you were going to be the housekeeper, or did you keep
Uh,
it a secret and then just everyone
No,
wanted
no,
to
no. So
saw
like I
you?
have been very vocal with what was happening, because also like I took like 3 weeks off from work as well, so everyone was pretty much aware of what I was doing. My family, my friends, everyone rooted for me, which was very nice. And even when I was in Italy, in a weekend, that there was a so we have down days. We had down days sometimes. So like there's like some breaks and stuff like that. And then I had my family coming down to Puglia and see me, and yeah. So it is a fun one. Like it was. I had a very big support from my family, my sisters, my dad, my mom, and yeah, and all my friends as well. Everyone was like, go, I mean, do you, girl, just go for it, like see what happens. I was like, yeah, I mean, fuck it. Well,
Yeah.
like I'm just 26, we'll see what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Did anyone think when you were like, oh, I'm going to be on I Kissed a Girl, was anyone like, oh my God, one of the contestants? And then it was like, no, guys, I'm the housekeeper. Or was everyone
Yeah,
like, it was,
it did happen very often.
yeah.
It did happen very often, but it happened very often. But anyway, I'm, like I think the girls that are on screen right now, they're perfect to be the contestants. I think.
Obviously, Charlie Marlowe is the voiceover and stepping in as
Well, she's
a
amazing.
star this
She's
year.
so fun. I met her one afternoon. and because she was down in Puglia, and we did some content for. I don't know if you've seen it. We did a content for BBC as well.
Was
Don't
this
know.
your Italian flirting?
Yeah, they pick
Yes,
up
I
lines.
loved
Yes,
it. We
yes,
might have to
yes.
do some phrases today.
Yes, and but you know what though? She's amazing. She actually is so like she actually is naturally like so fun and funny. Like
Mhm.
she's so kind and so lovely. So yeah, I mean, I had the best time meeting her, to be
Oh, it's
honest.
nice to hear. But I think it's just so important that for these queer TV shows that, it's queer people that we're seeing on the screens,
Yeah,
Like, I mean, obviously Danny Minogue is like has been out as an ally for so many years, having Charlie, having someone like you. It's just them little tiny details, that make it even better for the viewers. I mean, I can imagine as soon as you stepped on the TV, all the viewers like, oh, a bit of eye candy on the screen. It's just having that instead of, I mean, they could have so easily hired, a straight person or even like a man to be the housekeeper. And it's like, oh, no one wants to see a man on their screens. We want the
yeah, no,
woman.
I feel like they really picked, in particular, Danny and Charlie. I think they picked the right people for it. I mean, Danny, is the biggest ally I've ever seen in my life,
Mhm.
and she's such a, also meeting and talking to her, like she talked about how much she believes in this project, how
Mhm.
much she feel, how much she actually feels is so important for the community, and it was pretty much touching, like hearing her, because I feel like she sees us and she sees like how you know she sees us, and also she, I don't know, she sees that how important it is having like shows like this, like in our screens
Mhm.
right now. So it was yeah, she's lovely. She's the biggest ally. Like she's super lovely though. And also her dresses, I've seen them all the time around the Masseria. That the
Mhm.
her dresses were amazing. The girl knew how to dress. I'm telling you, the girl knows how to dress. But like literally, she was and she's the queen of that show.
Yeah, she is an icon, isn't she? And I always look forward to see what outfit she steps out in. That
Literally, I'm
reminded
telling
me.
you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. We were all waiting for it. Like I was like,
Yes.
what's next?
Yeah, like how can she top this? I need to see
Yeah,
what's next.
yeah.
That reminds me, actually, I think you made a post about like the outfits like I wear and then like the
Oh
outfit that
yes.
was shown on TV. Had me giggling.
Yeah, I was so literally there was a actually I like I'm at the pick of the outfit for the housekeeper. It was I'm very happy because they gave me a little bit of freedom on that, because they were like, oh, Flavia, I mean, the producers were like, we want you to feel more the most comfortable possible. So I was like, okay, let's find a middle ground. What you guys want? What's the vision that you guys have? Let's meet that, and then but also meeting my needs too. And of course, the outfit that we have on the show, what was the middle ground. And to be honest, though, I slay more than outside. My outfits are way better than that. I'm so sorry. Yes, so that's why I had to make that. I had to make that TikTok, because I literally like I'm always wearing the same outfit, and then which is fine. It's a uniform, because the
Yeah.
housekeeper is a road housekeeper. It does make sense, but
You had to show the girlies you got a bit of fashion sense in there,
yeah, I mean, I
yeah.
have to, like, give me some credits, please. Like, literally, give me some credits. But yeah, yeah, pretty much, yeah,
Lush. But just going back to what you were saying about Danny and how, she's such an advocate for the show.
yeah.
Obviously, we know it has been cancelled. So
Mm.
does it make it a little bit more special for you, like watching the show, knowing that, you guys are sort of putting yourselves out there as like the last cast of I Kissed a Girl? I mean, hopefully another channel might pick it
Hopefully
up.
not. Hopefully.
Somewhere it will come back. But is it, watching it, how is that like seeing yourself being that representation for so many queer people, not just in the UK, but in Italy and all across the world?
Oh, that's such a touching question. Like, it made me give me goosebumps a little bit. I mean, I wouldn't say. I'm gonna humble myself a little bit here, because like even though like I'm on screen and all of that, but I'm just housekeeper. I feel like the girls that on I mean the cast, the contestants have eventually they are more. I mean, they give more. I mean, I feel like they're more important than anyone else in the okay, than anything else. I feel like they are the ones that they're more giving more that kind of like a I don't know, comfort. I know how can I explain this, but I was saying I feel like I mean the girls are more um I feel like they are more part of the journey for someone that actually watching it. I'm just someone that just comes in and comes out. Um, but it's such a very touchy question because, like, personally, I'm 26. Yeah, I moved to London when I was 18, and my first year in London, I was still like a baby girl. Like I was scared to go to a lesbian bar
Yeah.
where I and of course being Italy as well, like it's a bit being gay, it's a bit of a taboo, a little bit. Like, still, even though like, we are progressing very slowly,
Mhm.
very slowly. But still it's a bit of a taboo. So it's I would say this. I wish I had a show like this on my when I was 15 and 16, once I was just trying to figure out my sexuality and trying to understand it. So it's I would say that if I'm just like the 1% representation of Kiss the Girl season 2, which I am, just the 1%, I feel very, very grateful because it's so important and I to have representation on screen. Help all the queers, girls, everyone like that's like a feeling like a they're like, I don't know, they're like still trying to understand what they're trying to oh my god, that's a very big question, girl. I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's important to like I don't know. It's important to have all these people that that are queer and girls that are queer or the girls that they or the lesbians are trying to figure it out themselves or like they're trying to or like they know about themselves but they're very scared to like open up. And the shows like this shows that how much is just no like it's just not normal but just more like girl, you just go and be you and do you and just be out and like we love you and you loved and you seen and that's fine. I feel like that is so like these shows like this that show like this gives that kind of support, and that's why it's so fucked up that BBC acts there.
Mhm.
Like, come on, mate, why we have so many straight by the way, with the straight dating shows we have of any kind, like
They're
yeah, I mean,
boring. They are
they're
so
fucking boring. I'm so
boring.
sorry. Sorry, but we have every kind. I don't know. The ones in the island, the ones in I don't know. Like, well, of course, we have the famous one. We have Love Island, but we have also different like yeah,
So
different
there's
concepts
everything
of dating
dating
shows.
naked. Like
Yeah,
they
so
get it
like talk to
all.
handle or whatever it is. Anyway, I'm just putting some names out there, but like there's so many different concepts of a street dating shows. But why the only one representation that we had, like one dating show got axed.
Mhm.
But while you keep like funding shows that dated. They have like their own. I feel like they own like a 25th series, like the 25th series on like a dated like TV shows that they still funding with no views, with no interest, stuff and no one watch, but you're still funding that. But then a show that clearly has so much attraction, we ask it.
It is.
We are
It's shit.
not we're not big fan. We're just so not big fan, and I feel like it's so nice to see, like all the watch parties. I've been in one in London, and it was very fun actually because like everyone getting together, and it's just lovely. And also, I got a friend that is organizing she's the one who's organizing the watch parties in Cardiff.
Mhm.
And then yeah, she showed me the videos and all that, and I was like, "Girl, what? Like it's crazy. Like I'm seeing all the watch parties, Manchester, Birmingham, like Brighton. I'm like, how BBC cannot see this? Come
Mhm.
on, girl. Like
Yeah.
here we go. Like, can you not see like the traction that is happening anyway? But oh well, sorry. But
And I
yeah,
think, like it's that the community is really coming together and being there for each other through such a scary time for the
cool.
LGBTQ plus community. And but even going back to what you said about it being like normal and having shows like this on the telly, I think it normalizes lesbian relationships massively. It's not something that's fetishized. It's not, a series of Love Island where two girls kiss for to make the boys jealous. And it's like
What
that's
what a
just
great
not
point.
queer representation.
What a great point. that is because when you have in Love Island people, two girls kissing because they I don't know, lose a bet or something, they have to kiss
Mm.
each other. That is just a as you said, like
Yeah,
it's a bit of a fetish in a sense. It's not like you're not representing anything
yeah,
when when like show like this, show like the kiss a girl. That's a completely different thing. And it is yeah, it is, it's pretty upsetting and quite disappointing also because like is right now, like as you said, like in these periods we don't know where we go. And I'll say like I'm not going political, but I'm just saying like in these periods in particular, like we don't know like what's gonna happen. Like I feel like we, like I don't know, it's a bit scary nowadays and for our rights, for our representations, and it's a bit scary moments. I think scary times right now. So having in particular such a big TV company acting it, it's quite surprising. It's disappointing, surprising, disappointing, but also quite scary because I'm like, so where are we going?
it is. It's a frightening time, and with I Kissed a Girl, I think something so beautiful about the show as well is that every single person who watches that show can see themselves in somebody on the show. It's such a diverse cast, whether,
Yes.
you're watching it and you're non-binary now, you can look up to Pippa. You've got femmes, masks, studs, you've got girls, really exploring and stepping, like masked lesbians stepping into their femininity and, exploring that mask for mask, femme for femme, even like you stepping in as the housekeeper. There's going to be somebody that everyone will go, oh my God, I see myself in that person. And now for that just to almost be like, okay, well, fuck you guys, like that's it.
Yeah, literally. I
Like,
mean, I feel like this year they did so well because they have such a big representation of, like, I think we have. I mean, as I said, we have Pipa, which is non-binary. We have like a really so many different so many different, like I'll say, different types and different, like there are different representations of queerness, and I feel like they did. I mean, I think it's so important. They they managed to get so many different people, and as you said, like you know everyone who was watching at home, someone will eventually feel, they will feel related to the what kind of person, because since they're so different, like so they did a good job at picking the cast this year. I'll say that they did a very good job.
and I think people at home as well be able to relate to different storylines that go on through the show, maybe like not feeling chosen, not feeling queer enough, like whatever is going
Yeah,
on the telly. I think someone at home will go, I'm not the only person who's been through that. And I think that's really comforting, especially, like you said, if you had that show at 15, it would have changed everything. And if you imagine a 15-year-old lesbian watching the show, feeling seen, feeling like they're not the only person going through what they're going through, could be
yeah.
life-saving for some people.
Yeah,
Really.
no, it is. As I said, that's why it's so important. But that's why we're still fighting. We're still fighting. We're still pushing it. We're still pushing. We're still fighting. We are not. We are not giving up. We are not giving
No,
up.
for
We are
sure.
not giving up. Even though I don't know if you know, but apparently, apparently BBC said that on Tuesday there was just was that 9,000 people are watching the show, because of course they yeah, so basically they have aired the show. And that day there was the England World Cup match.
Mhm.
On the exact, they aired an exact moment of the England game, and then we know the lesbians for. I mean, most of the lesbians love football, and of course, like it's a bit, and also like it's World Cup. Like even though there are people that are watching the game, even though like they're not into football, because it's a
Yeah.
big deal right now, and and also at the same time when there are all the big, like all the TV shows going on as well. So like I'm like, I think you're doing on purpose. And then they said that on that day there were just 9,000 people watching the show, and I'm like, duh.
I wonder why.
I mean, fair enough, but also they apparently the count of viewers are not, because the viewers, I mean, the counting views, the view, oh, they can't. So basically, the all the the two episodes were on BBC iPlayer. So they with those two episodes are not counted. They're not counted. They're still not, the viewers are not counted or something like that. So I've heard something. See, I've heard something like that. Apparently, the viewers, you cannot really view. I don't know, whatever.
It's almost
Uh,
like they're trying to make the views as low as possible or
yeah,
seem
I
as
mean they're
low as
trying.
possible to
We are. I mean,
justify. Oh, well, that's why the show's not around because not enough people watched it, and it's like I don't.
yeah, but sorry. Go to. I mean, yeah, I would say just go to our social media now and put a kiss a girl like just on a handle, and I'm telling you, like we are fighting. We are literally fighting. We are, even, and it's so nice also to say, also, not just like I mean the queer community in general. Like it's not just lesbians and all that, but like it's everyone in the
Yeah,
community, the queer community is fighting that. So there's it's so nice to see that literally everyone, doesn't matter like whatever, sex or whatever, like anything, or
everyone
no,
is
no
coming together.
sex. I maybe cut that, I don't know, but like anyway, we are everyone is, it's getting, everyone is queer, and they find themselves as queer, is putting them together, and then everyone is fighting. So it's, in particular, this season is quite tea though. It's very tea. It's very tea this season as well. So it's we'll see what's gonna happen. Hopefully a channel, another channel will pick it up. We'll see.
Fingers
I
crossed.
really hope so.
I know, same here because it's such a great show, and
The girls are having so much, some girls having so much hate in the show about, like, how how they handle some situations and all of that. But at the end of the day, I I wanna I go to these people that are judging and commenting, say horrible things to them, and say, like, if you were in their position, what would you do?
Mhm.
You have to think that these girls were literally like, they were literally like without phones. Like it was so much, of course, pressure, because at the end of the day, like you literally there in a show with a camera on your face 24/7. So like,
And we
what would
only
you do?
see so much of that. We do not see the whole 24 hours. We're seeing
Exactly,
what the BBC choose to show us of their
exactly.
24 hours.
Exactly. So I feel like yes, what I'm trying to say is like, what would you I will go to these people and say, what would you do if you were them? It's so much mental pressure, so much, like, it's a lot. So if people slips, it's so human. And also they want to show you what's entertaining and make it look entertaining as they pleased. So I would say, don't go that hard, because there is no need.
Thank you so much for coming on and having a chat with us today. It's so nice to hear your perspective and hear, how much you enjoyed being with your time on the show filming and how you've enjoyed, watching it and everything like that. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode of The Lesbian Lounge. And again, a huge thank you to Flavia, the I Kissed a Girl Series 2 housekeeper, for coming on. Make sure you give us a 5-star review. Make sure you like and subscribe and give us a comment on YouTube. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at thelesbianlounge.podcast. You can send your dilemmas, confessions, questions, and stories to our anonymous Google form, which will be linked in the description of this episode. And whilst you're there, you can answer our Survey Monkey, which will be used for our questions of the week. Love you all so, so much, and I'll speak to you all next Thursday for a brand new episode. Love you all. Bye.